Hello everybody. I typically didn't actually bring like anything useful that might actually help my phone stand up. I knew exactly that I was going to go and do this, so I actually consider it completely my own fault. I might not get this sorted like off the fence, so really like trying to be intuitive here. It falls off halfway there nowhere, so it's slightly on a wall, but we all know I'm a bit honest here. But okay, so here we are, we're at the side of the road in the middle of the countryside with my boy Spikey. Spikey! Spikey! You're gonna come and say hello to the people on the video? No. I'll turn the camera in a minute, because if I mess it up now it's gonna go off. Anyway, this video is for like YouTubers. This video is for people with chronic pain, neuropathic pain, blah, 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 blah. Basically possibly making a decision that I've made, and so I want to make some videos in the future that will hopefully make myself a bit better. Hopefully talk about these things in a little bit more detail. But anyway, some of you have known me for the last 9 years, since 2000, well 8 years, since 2011. I've suffered with complex regional syndrome type 2 following a bunionectomy. It was a aching osteotomy, if that really matters to anybody. Anybody who wants to get all techie on them orthopedics, oh yeah. And so yeah, I developed, I'm probably in, I think it's like, I can't remember how many different stages for it's like the final stage of CRPS. It's been like that for 5 years, where you lose all like ability to move the limb, it starts to become weird and does all like really weird stuff. If you've been on my Instagram, you may have seen some pictures of weird pointy feet that point to my right leg, which is my affected leg, point in the wrong direction, which is a process that's been happening over since I've had the condition. It started off with just like an arching of the foot, and then eventually now progressing to the point where it's like the foot's sort of like it's curled like that, but sort of sticking out like, I can't really, that's the best I can describe, it really is. And somehow I managed to twist my shin to fit it into like a cast boot, which is literally the only way I can get about my life, because I can't even put my foot down on the footbar of my wheelchair. It just can't do it. It hurts so much. So not for any given length of time, not to get about, certainly not to do things like, you know, going around like I am today, going for an adventure with the hound, doing my freewheeling, obviously WTMX, hand biking, all the things that I do on a day-to-day basis. Going in the camper van wouldn't be possible without that. However, as of about 7 years, as long as I've had the condition almost, I decided that I wanted an elective amputation, and finally after all these years I finally now have in my hands, as if by magic, it's like the first time it's ever actually going to happen. Like, don't worry, this doesn't give away any like personal confidential information. My surgeon's called Mr. Cram. I'm going to be having my surgery at Birmingham Orthopedic, but this is the consent form that I've been waiting all these years for. Still like hasn't really sunk in, I don't think, but this is the consent form to say they consent to my elective amputation, and the consent is for a right, which is my affected CRPS leg, through knee amputation, or a knee disarticulation for those who want to get techie again. And this is a quality of life and pain reduction procedure rather than a procedure with them. I mean, if good things happen, they don't know what's going to happen, but he has informed me over and over that the intent of the surgery is not to necessarily to rehabilitate, to make me walk again. It's because I've had the condition as long as I have, the probability is that the stump will probably still have CRPS in it. I'm likely still to have, and probably expecting to have phantom pains as well, and people are probably thinking at this point, okay, so why would you want all of these things? Why would you actually, well, anyone who suffers from CRPS or any kind of condition that causes extreme pain on a 24/7 basis, and then to the point where it affects any condition that affects the skeletal system, and in the sort of final stages of CRPS, if any of you have got sort of quite bad CRPS, I know there's a couple of you out there, I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Rolling Fee, I'll try and tag you. I know Rolling Fee is another girl out there with CRPS on the Instagram, who's also a full-time wheelchair user, I believe. Quite a few friends I've got on, well, not so many specifically CRPS, but with conditions that affect people like deformity specifically. and with the prognosis of being like no improvement, I've never had any improvement, and the condition has only continued to get worse. So it started off as being a condition that just affected my foot, and then it went on to affect my foot and ankle, my shin quite quickly, and after about 2 or 3 years it reached my knee. That's when I started to lose my knee mobility. Again, this is like a massive reason behind through knee amputation. Actually, the amputation, I've not been able to kneel down or bend my knee to like about 90 degrees or any further than that, and I can't straighten it fully either. So when I'm lying down, like my knee is like, I can't do it. Yeah, like if that was your knee, like instead of like be able to get it flat like that, that's my knee joint, and it's like a slight bend, and it means I can't lengthen like my hip flexors out. I get loads and loads of pain as a result of this postural pain, constant agonising back pain, postural issues purely. It's pretty crazy to have so many problems and so much pain all relating to one condition. And when people say, what do you start? When people say, oh, what happened to you then? Did you break your leg? And it's like, no. It's quite difficult to kind of concisely, just like I hoped this video was going to be nice and easy to be concise about, but I knew it probably wouldn't be, because I felt like I want to. Anyway, I'm going to cut it at that because I've got to head back with the hound and go back and get our dinner because we've got the carer in a little bit. But I just wanted to really sort of put it out there to anyone who's going down this road. It's obviously not something to be taken lightly by any means. Anyone who's lived with CRPS or sort of any sort of condition that causes that amount of pain, and especially neuropathic pain, allodynia and like hyperalgesia, that type of thing, so you'll know what it's like to live with that. And given the fact that I finally found a surgeon who was willing to actually say, yeah, I've actually performed these amputations for people before, and he does believe there's a reasonably good chance of improvement for me, otherwise they would not have permitted the surgery. Anyway, so this is the most important piece of paper that I've held in a long time, minus I think university admission letters or things like that, or A-level results and such, but or PIP decisions. But I'm so pleased to say that by the end of this year, possibly looking more likely the start of next year, to fit in with the waiting list, and that I will finally become, finally get the surgery that I've wanted. And it means so much for the doctors to have listened to me this long. Anyone who's been a friend or anyone close, be it on Instagram, Facebook, or real life, you'll know, like, I used to be such an active person. I used to be a long distance runner. I've never been like a competitive person in any of these things, but it was just the fact I was so like health and fitness mad, and so just couldn't stop running around. And like it was a large part of my time was feeling depressed and feeling rubbish because I didn't feel like I had anything to do. I didn't know what to do with myself anymore. Then getting my wheelchair, and then especially getting my active user chair, changed my life completely. This gadget down here, my freewheel, I'll show you in a second. Again, life changer. Like, you can go out and do stuff, and like literally I'm hoping at the end of this, the problem, see, when I put the thing right now, is the fact that my leg gets in the way so much and I can't move it out of the way any further. It's preventing me from actually accessing several sports, including murderball, wheelchair rugby, which I've been actually starting to train with a team, but unfortunately I can't actually play because the health and safety means, because I can't get my leg in, because I can't bend it enough to get it in the chair, it's not protected and I can't play, and it sucks so bad. So I'm really hoping, like, following this, again, I can't get a WCMX chair because I have to have a 70-degree angle, and I want to be able to get into like a 90-degree, and by losing, I'll just have the full length of my leg, the femur, your thigh bone, and the leg will end up there. I'm hoping he'll take my kneecap as well. Anyway, on that note, it's looking a bit dark and grim. Here's the hound. Yes, he's a hound. He's meant to be that skinny. Whippet dogs, and it's like, what have you seen over there? You seen something tasty? Yeah. And this, if you haven't seen it already, guys, is my freewheel, which goes on the front of the chair like so. It's absolutely incredible, but as you can see, the problems that come today, like I'm in really bad pain in my shin because of this twisting action. I can't really fit it in all that good, so I've got to twist across the top, then across the back, and then this affects your hip and the angle of your hip and your back and everything. Anyway, this video is now going to roll into 10 minutes if I don't finish it soon. So, please, guys, if you've got questions, think of them and get them written down, because I'm going to be doing a Q&A type video, because I kind of want to talk a little bit about CRPS, about WCMX, let's talk about abbreviations, and amputation, this sort of thing, because I would really like to document the whole experience and just to help people make a decision. You know, I know like there's more and more cases of people getting the amputations for CRPS now, but it's taken a lot of time to get more information together so people can make these informed decisions, because, you know, I know 7 years ago when I first started asking about this, there wasn't really any information to go by. There was a few like studies done abroad suggesting that it might help people, it might not, but I think here suggests there's, you know, a 70% chance of improvement and 30% chance of worsening my symptoms. And I think, given the fact that it was just like that CRPS is a rare condition, it's time to rate, you know, and which means it's, you know, it's just, these are actually better odds I can work with, you know. Oh my god, it's starting to pour down. Right guys, peace out, and please guys, this is a congratulations. Please don't be sad. I've been wanting this for so long. So, you know, it's a choice I've made. It's a choice I've made as an adult, and it's a choice I stood by all this time. I've done my research. If it's something you're thinking about, please do your research too. But if I can be of any help and you are going through a similar experience, please drop some questions. It's getting really wet. I've got my helmet on. You see. And I'll catch up with you guys soon, and peace out. Take it easy.